Eric Hammer here, registered physiotherapist, and thanks for visiting my site. My purpose and passion is to help hockey players 35 plus to get stronger, reduce pain, and improve performance. I've seen many athletes, many of whom have been hockey players over my 10 plus years in the physiotherapy industry, and I have found that a specific program of care works best in terms of getting these particular athletes back on the ice at an optimal physical level. Some of the different components that this program of care addresses are any specific mobility issues with regards to lack of range of motion, which again may be influencing the patient's abilities to move in a particular direction or in a particular area. Strength differences, so specific muscle imbalances, which may be, again, impeding the patient's ability to perform at an optimal level and using the correct muscles with different areas of the game, including skating, anything involving shooting, or any upper body strength. Pain as a result of overuse of certain muscles, or in the case of perhaps having a specific posture that's putting a lot of tension and strain in through the back neck region. Again, I encourage you that if you're having any of these specific issues and you require a program of care to reduce your pain, get stronger, and improve performance, to contact me. My contact information is below. Some of the specific problems that I see in hockey are lower back and hip pain. In a lot of cases, this is a result of specific muscle imbalances for hockey players in which they are overusing certain muscles and underusing other muscles. And typically the muscles that are not being used correctly are muscles in the glute or buttock area, particularly with pushing off and skating type of actions. When we overuse certain muscles, or if we have these specific muscle imbalances, this can lead to many different issues and problems for patients. This can include pain as a result of muscles that are guarding or being overused. It can lead to early wear and tear issues for patients, so perhaps wear and tear in the hip joint, in the back, in the knees. It can also affect patients with regards to their day-to-day activities, right? So things like sitting, sit to stand, transitional movements, even just day-to-day walking can become a really difficult task if we're dealing with these different, again, muscle imbalances or weaknesses in very specific areas. Other areas that I will see in terms of specific problem regions for patients would include the shoulder area. And again, this can be a result of either something traumatic that happens during hockey. It can also be a result of some kind of repetitive strain or overuse. I've seen several hockey players where they've had a specific injury in which perhaps they've fallen into the boards or they've been hit and they've sustained an injury to the shoulder, whether it's an injury that involves a ligament of some type, a tendon, something structural. And then in a lot of cases, patients have not rehabbed that shoulder back appropriately. Perhaps they're dealing again with certain weaknesses or a lack of mobility in through the shoulder that's really never quite been regained. Again, my program of care will help to address these things, to get that mobility, that strength back, which again can affect a patient in multiple ways, including pain, including an inability to perform at an optimal level with hockey, can include difficulties with day-to-day activities, perhaps lifting your kids, or being able to perform at an optimal level with someone's work, job, environment, career, and also mood. When we're in pain, it's obviously going to affect how we're feeling emotionally. Other areas that I've seen that are very common, again, within the hockey sport would include knee instabilities, right? Again, this can be a result of some sort of trauma, overuse. Perhaps there's an issue with regard to lack of stability within the knee, or an issue with regards to the meniscus or some of the supporting structures being involved. again, it's going to be really important in order to perform at an optimal level in hockey and to reduce the pain, to work on strengthening and stabilizing this joint, and again to improve day-to-day function with regards to something as simple as a sit to stand, walking, the ability to feel strong and grounded on our feet. Ankle injuries are another common region that I see with hockey. High ankle sprains. Unfortunately, ankle fractures are quite common as well within the hockey community. And again, this requires a very specific program of care in order to address the mobility, the strength, the pain that somebody is going to be experiencing as a result of this particular injury, and then as well the effects that occur as a result of sustaining this. The ability to walk. Perhaps the patient has to go through a period of time in which they're not able to fully weight bear on the ankle, and so this can also create muscle imbalances. It can create issues with regards to strength, with mobility, and then that can influence the patient on a day-to-day basis. So again, pain, lack of ability just to weight bear, perhaps problems with gait pattern, problems going up and down the stairs. So not only can these particular injuries influence and affect us on the ice, but it can also influence our day-to-day activities, our ability to perform at our best at work, with our family, in our social lives. And so all of these things must be considered and addressed in terms of a full program of care to get you back, again, on the ice, pain-free, performing at an optimal level. I encourage you, if you're dealing with a specific injury, or if you want to prevent and protect yourself from sustaining any of these particular injuries that, again, many hockey players are dealing with, I encourage you to contact me either via email or phone, and just to contact to see if we'd be a good fit for one another in order to collaborate with a specific program of care. If you're unsure about if we'd be a good fit, certainly you can try out the contact a physiotherapist for free in order to have a free 15-minute discussion so that we can discuss exactly where you're at in terms of your particular injury and if I can be of benefit to you. Again, I thank you for watching my video. I encourage you also to watch some of the other educational material that I have provided on my website here. I've got several different videos and blogs that you can look at and explore and see if some of the educational material can be helpful in your journey to recovery. And again, I encourage you to contact me if I can be of any assistance to you. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day. Take care.